Hi, Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm talking to all the fans on Comic Cult TV.
Yo, what's up? This is Frankaboom. That's right, you are watching Comic Cult TV. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Do it now.
What's up, Comic Cult Nation? What's up, Spoiler? How's everybody doing today? Today is our Comic Cult reviews. That's right. We're not doing the week after review no more. We are reviewing what we want at this point. So from this point on, Comic Cult reviews every Monday. What's up, Spoiler?
Hey, Secret Squirrel, how you doing, big guy?
Another day, another quarter.
You get a quarter?
Yes, sir.
Shoot, I gotta pay them a quarter. What's up, Comic Cult Nation? Remember, the views and opinions of the Spoiler and the Squirrel do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Comic Cult HD nor its subsidiaries. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do not sue us because we ain't got no money. Yet.
That's for sure.
Yep.
This is a long day already. Been a long day already, man. I've been outside all morning working on horse stalls. One of our panels busted.
Oof.
And we had to completely take apart all these panels, put them all back together. Now I got them all set aside. I'm going to have to weld them all back together. It's ridiculous. Terrible morning.
This gale force winds up here in FEMA region number 9, man.
Boy, I had two dirt devils come through yesterday.
Oh, yeah? You shoot them?
No, flipped open the lid on my dumpster, started pulling trash out, flying all in the air. It was ridiculous.
That's fun.
Had to go clean everything up yesterday, too.
No, that's why you have child labor. You get out there, bring up that trash, boys.
No child labor yesterday. I was solo.
Even on Father's Day? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Heavy lies the crown, my brother. Heavy lies the crown. This is a special project of yours, man. You've been on this for a while. I remember you saying this was going to be the first one we did. So, how's it feel?
It's good. It's been a long time coming. We talked to, we've had the creator of this comic on the show multiple times. We've always told him, hey, we're going to review your book. And I wanted to wait until everything came out. The whole 6-issue run came out. Get it nice and read and get all my thoughts put together on the entire series and do a nice review of the entire thing for him. Just because he's a friend of the channel doesn't mean I'm going easy on you.
Oof. Sometimes real friends tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But, all right. As we know, it's Comic Cult Reviews. That's right. Today we're going to be reviewing Born of Blood, issue number 1 through 6, the entire first series here. Done by Merc Publishing. You see him peeking around in the back corner there?
Yeah, they got a cool hat, too.
Merc. Oh, you got the hat. That's nice. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I just got an email. The whole Kickstarter thing is supposed to be getting sent out real soon. So I'm excited.
Just a little member berry. When I first saw the title of this book, Born of Blood, I was like, oh, right, Slayer's got a comic coming out. No, wasn't. It was even better.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to break this down. We're going to go start with a summary of the entire series, all right, and give you a little spiel there, and then we're going to go book by book, issue by issue. Start with issue 1, give you the summary, give you my thoughts. Spoiler will give you his thoughts. We'll move on to number 2, show you some pictures and stuff of the interior of the books. Not giving away too much. There's going to be some spoilers, but the book's been out for a while. If you haven't read it yet, you're messing up.
You're lacking.
Here we go. You got some back issues left at the shop on these?
Oh, yeah. Not of issue 1 or issue 2, but the later issues we've got, and I'm sure you can get 1 and 2 on their Kickstarter or their Merco website.
Yeah. I was actually on their Merc Publishing website yesterday, and you can pretty much get everything on there. All the metal stuff, the ratios, the cochino covers. You can get everything.
Dude, and like the staff at Merc is so friendly and so open and so just fan friendly. like most of the times they'll be like, "Hey, you want me to sign that gratis?" On the DL. So I love those.
Oh yeah,
guys.
oh yeah. I think I got a metal cover up there with Dolan's signature on it. I'm pretty sure.
Dig it.
Yeah, all those guys over there, good people. Sean, everybody, all good people. So, but doesn't mean I'm going easy on you guys.
Damn, that's twice you warned us. You
I
must
know,
have
man.
something loaded, man.
I got a lot to say about this series. A lot.
Damn, you got both barrels loaded with some rock salt in there or something? Or?
No. But we're gonna be here for a minute, so let's go ahead and get started.
Should I get my guitar out?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get something to put under the seat. Yeah, he's freaking out for some reason. He must not know that I'm live right now.
No, he's just chiming in because he likes the book so much. He is the official dog of Comic Cult TV. So,
yes, indeed. All right, so here we go. Give you a look here. This is issue 1. There's significantly more covers than what I'm showing you for these issues. Okay, I'm giving you just A, B, C, and the 1 in 25 of each of these issues. So here we go.
That is a lot of different covers, and I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, issue 1 right here. That's cover A, B, C, corner. And the 1 in 25.
So on issue 1, the one that is on top on the right with the white background, that's cover B, right?
Yes.
That's my favorite. It's very Bill Sienkiewicz. I love that cover.
And then issue 2 right here, A, B is kind of the whiter cover right there. Then C, and then the 1 in 25 on the bottom right. Same with issue 3, A, B, C. I really like cover C on number 3, and then the 1 in 25. We've also got issue 4 right here. Cover A, B, C. Fun fact is kind of a connecting cover for issue 5, cover C. And then the 1 in 25 for 4 is a pretty good one too. And then number 5 and number 6.
I can't wait till this is put into a trade paperback collection or an omnibus.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give you a summary of the series here. Here we go. Born of Blood, ancient Sparta is a dangerous place. It requires a strong hand to keep its rivals at bay. And for years, King Cleomenes.
Yeah,
there you go. Strength did just that. But after losing his queen, who only offered him one heir, his daughter Giaris, I know how to say that one, he's decided he must put her through a baptism of fire to prepare her to one day take his place in defending Sparta. Will she rise to the challenge, or will she and Sparta fall? Done by Merck Publishing from 2022 to present, with the writer being Dolan White.
Hey, refresh my memory. How did King Cleomenes, how did he lose his wife?
In this book?
Yes.
She died at birth.
Okay, never mind.
Why is that?
That just derailed my whole train of thought. I thought he was going like that whole King Henry VIII. What? You want to make girls? You're dead.
Yeah, no, she died at birth. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right.
All right, here we go. Starting off with number 1, ancient Sparta is a dangerous place. It requires a strong hand. That's what we just read right there. All right, so there we go.
Issue 1, cover A. Look at that. Energy, vibrant, popping. It's sexy. It's violent. It's everything that we love about comics. We're supposed to love about comics.
Just giving you a heads up, too. Another one things I have on my notes here. This is from Merck Publishing, and it is part of the Merck shared universe, the Merckverse, if you will, that includes Miss Meow and Death Rage.
Did you just make that up right now?
I don't know. I'm sure they've probably thought of that before me, but if not, hey.
Break the brother off some.
The Merckverse. I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty witty.
So we will be referring to it as the Merckverse from now on. They may like it. They may not. They may have already said it. I don't know.
Cool.
All right. So moving on to issue 1. Let me break out my notes here. All right. I got some talking points. Okay. The artwork in issue 1 done by Aurelio Mazzara. It's awesome. Okay.
Yes, it is.
It has that kind of gritty look, reminiscent of like the 300 movies, like that real dark shading colors. I like this artwork. My big thing with books too, too many words in my picture books. Okay, when you have to have a lot of exposition and a lot of writing to tell your story, you're not letting the artwork tell a story as well. Okay,
Preach.
You have to have that fine balance between words and artwork to tell the story. All right, because I mean, they're comics. We look at them for the pictures too. The text to image ratio in the pages, in my opinion, is just right. Not too many words to mess up with pictures. Seriously, it's got a good balance, and it uses the words and the artwork well to tell the story. Okay.
I've gone on record and told Dolan this face to face, or screen to screen rather, and said that his writing style is reminiscent of a young Mike Barron. Short, sweet, succinct, in and out, almost punches you in the chest like a 40 caliber, you know? It gets in, you gets the message. You don't need a lot of words. Sometimes less is more, and Dolan's really mastered that. The artwork, everything you said is spot on. I love the gritty, almost grindhouse feel. You can almost feel the sand blowing in the background. You can feel it coming into you through the shading. So totally on board. Agree with everything you said there. Spot on.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And then a big thing here, okay.
Her hips.
The blood and gore, all right? It's just blood and guts and gore galore here, okay? There's a scene kind of right after this. Can't really show you.
Why not?
There's because depending on the issue that you get, whether you get the Kickstarter issue or you get the regular published in-store issue, the guy's below parts are showing all mangled up by her daggers. So
Hey, dude.
it's definitely from the get-go, you know what you're on board for. Okay.
Sets the tempo,
you
yeah.
Yeah. You see it right out the gate that, hey, this is going to be one of those.
Hey, is there a reason that you blurred out all the dialogue and the captions?
I do, because people need to buy the book to read the book. Okay. I'm not going to give this out for free. I mean,
All right.
they put a lot of work into this, so you need to buy the book to get it. I'm going to show some images through each one of these issues strictly for talking point purposes, just for kind of informational purposes, but I'm not going to give you the actual dialogue. You got to pay for that.
That's why
They did a lot of work on this. So
That's why you're the brains of the operation.
yeah,
I like that panel right there, that middle panel with the heads on the pikes.
I like the panel below that.
Well, yeah, it's true, but I think we need some more of that both those panels
Yeah.
in this day and age.
Story wise, like I said, right, first issue, it's a pretty brutal start for our young protagonist here. Okay, her start to this story is very brutal, and like I said, you from the get-go know what you're getting into reading this first issue.
Indeed.
Moving on to Born of Blood number 2. Okay, the future Queen of Sparta is back in the second installment of Born of Blood. Giaris has become a seasoned warrior. She is a precise killer on the battlefield, but her training isn't over yet. There's more to being queen than blood, and a woman has more ways to fight than with steel. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where, if you didn't know it from issue 1, issue 2 tells you this is not a kid's book.
Nope.
All right. No way, shape, or form is this a kid's book. All right. It gets right to the blood. Very first pages, right? Straight off the bat, blood and guts and gore, which I like. Just keep in mind, this is going to be a consistent thing throughout the series. Okay. It's going to start off with a lot of blood, a lot of gore. There's going to be blood everywhere.
I love blood like that.
Yeah. Now, in this issue, we get to talk about and get to see Giaris learn how to use her assets, if you will.
Womanly ways, if you will, baby.
Like it says on one of the panels, she gets to learn the art of manipulation. I know we talked about manipulation when Dolan was on it. It was definitely this issue we were talking about. A lot of pages are adult situations and O faces. Speaking of, there's a lot of this going on in this book. Basically, the bulk of this issue is adult content. So if it wasn't already evident, like I said, this is not a kid's book.
That's probably why we sold out of this issue so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you go back to the last slide? I had a question about some of the
All right,
artwork on there. Is she? No, the last slide, the one with the blood and guts.
Mm-hmm.
Is she scalping a dude from behind in that top panel?
No, if you look just to the left, she stabbed him in the temple with her dagger, and then that's her pulling it out.
The extraction. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was like, dude, how cool is that? She scalped him, but all right, that works too.
She chucked him and stuck a dude in the back right there, and then pulled him out and slit his throat. Whew.
No chill in that chick.
And like I was talking about, artwork tells the story. Do you see any words on this page? It's because there isn't any.
You don't talk when you're fighting.
The artwork is completely telling the story right here of what's going on.
Yeah, Liefeld, you don't talk when you're throwing down.
Yeah.
Chingao.
And then again, O faces.
Oh, Ozempic.
All right. Here we are, issue number 3.
What'd I say?
Yeah. A new union is formed as Giaris and Leonidas work together to defend Sparta from enemy invaders. So consumed in matters on the battlefield, the two are unaware of a traitor in their midst. As they lead a Spartan war party to cut off an invasion force, Giaris and Leonidas are ambushed as they have been unknowingly betrayed. If these impending invaders are able to stop Giaris and Leonidas, will Sparta fall next? Okay.
All right. Whenever you say Sparta, it's got to be Sparta!
Sparta! Spartans! What is your profession?
Hoorah!
Yeah, okay. The artwork seems to have changed slightly, I think. This is kind of at the point where the artwork starts changing. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but it becomes very noticeable later. All right,
it's significant, yeah.
Yeah, the artwork kind of slightly starts changing here, and then we hit an issue later on where it's like a light switch. It just completely changes. In this issue, you get to see the relationship. Whoa, wait, hold on. Yeah, you get to see the relationship between Giaris and Leonidas start. Okay, the potential for this pairing is evident from the beginning. You start having a kind of a little thing in the beginning, and then they get captured. So we get to meet this really cool, strong female counterpart villain to Giaris, the lady right in the middle there. And
Gilf? She's a Gilf.
Yeah. And then no, that's not a grandma.
Not yet, but by issue 4 she becomes a grandma. Issue 4, 5, and whatever.
No, yeah. that's Aurelia. That's the other girl that was raising Giaris. This is in one of the other issues.
Oh
Giaris,
yeah, the hoe.
Yeah, this is the one that's part of the group, the invading force.
That's right.
But this issue basically kind of gives you it's that point in the story where the bad thing has to happen to the hero. Okay,
yep.
They're at a low point, and they do the struggling thing together. They find themselves in a really bad situation. Okay, and like a cliffhanger right there, if you will. Yeah, ends on that.
That relationship between Leonidas and Giaris, though, it gave me flashbacks to. You remember that old show that Bruce Willis got his break on, Moonlighting?
Yeah,
reminded me of that.
I will say.
She's plucking the dude's eye out. That's cool.
Yeah, this does have consistent blood and gore and all of that stuff. I've read through this entire series probably 4 or 5 times. Okay. This is that point at the midway of a story where it kind of, the bad stuff is happening, but it has, I think my only complaint was that there was a little bit of kind of a lull.
Yeah.
Right around this area. And I was like, is there really anything going on right now? That's kind of the only thing that I had with this issue. Still moving the story along just fine. It just, I don't know. I don't know if it's a pacing thing. I don't know but that's the only complaint I would have about this issue.
So were you talking about the story moving or like actual product being in hand? Because I remember there was a lag between a couple of the issues.
No, I'm talking about the story. Like I was like, what's going on right here? You know, they were chained up in a dungeon kind of thing, and it seemed like the story kind of slowed right through here.
Got it.
Just for a hot second. And then we move on to number 4. All right.
Preach.
Yeah, Giaris and Leonidas are caught in the deadliest situation yet. The two will have to battle warriors, wolves, and the wilderness as they attempt to descend the mountains and make their way back to glorious Sparta. There you go. Is that right?
Take it.
But through it all, an ill omen looms heavily over them. Could their perilous predicament be tied to something more sinister than Giaris or Leonidas could have ever dreamed of? I really like this cover.
I wonder why.
There's, one
reasons?
or two things with this cover that make it stand out.
It's macho. It's bloody. It's got action. It's
Yeah,
got sex
that
appeal.
is definitely a good word. Macho. That's definitely
Macho.
a good word for this series.
Testosterone.
It completely revolves around a female character, but still.
If HGH was in a literary form, it would be Born of Blood.
Yeah. All right. So, bringing up the talking points. There's a lot of talking points for issue 4. Bam. All right. Almost half this issue was story driven by the artwork. That was a big thing. There's not a lot of words in this. Okay. A lot of the panels and a lot of pages in this issue. It's the artwork driving the story. All right. And I'm totally fine with this because the story is still told very well without missing a beat with no words. Okay. And I really like the Mortal Kombat reference right here. Get over here.
Good on Scorpion, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The gore, blood, and guts gets even better in this issue as we see the end of the previously mentioned counterpart villain, this lady that's right here. My complaint is you bring her in, they have this nice knockdown drag out. They look like they're pretty evenly matched, and it would be a good villain to counter her. She was just a speed bump. That was it.
That just goes to show how badass Giaris is, man. Cornrow
true.
girl.
Very, very true. And the way this villain is taken out, whew, man.
Cornrow girl did not stand a chance. I like how in that top panel, it looks like Giaris is like just fully exposed, you know? Mm-hmm. And then bottom panel, conveniently hidden away the goodie bags.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? Like you see areola, you see the whole thingamajigger, and then nope. Okay.
Oh, that's just armor.
Oh, it's armor?
Yeah, that's just leather armor. It's a strategically placed little metal buckle or something on the armor that makes it look like
pasties?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Honestly, this issue has a lot going on in it. We get introduced to the helmet of Leonidas, okay, which in the Mercverse is a really big deal. Just check out Miss Meow and Death Rage if you want to know more about that, okay? Read those. They talk about the helmet of Leonidas. So just for context purposes, if you read those, then you kind of know what this item is, okay? The love story between Leonidas and Giaris gets put on full display in this issue. Check it out.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny dipping. Mm-hmm. Frolicking.
Yeah. They're fighting with side by side. They're speaking of the helmet of Leonidas. She's got it on her head right there. Yeah. And we find out who the villain of the story is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Gilf.
Yeah, that's the Gilf right there.
I rather look at them back in the water, frolicking in the water, like, you know, two lovers in heat.
Yeah, there was going to be another image that I used, but I had to block out her...
her naughty
chiches.
bits?
Yeah.
Chiches?
Yeah.
Okay.
but you see them quite often in this series. So just saying again,
just
not a kid's book.
another reason to love this series, man.
Oh yeah. If you're into that in your books, the man books, yes.
You know what's funny?
Okay.
Liefeld's gone on record saying that like characters like Warlord, Khazar, Conan, who are on their covers, all yoked out, all jacked out in their little tarantarans, and they're on the cover, those books, they don't sell. And it's true. It just sits there. But you put a strong, sexy woman in a strong, sexy pose on the cover, can't keep it in stock. Facts.
Well, I mean, know your audience.
Right?
For real.
Right?
What? 100%. Who do you think is buying comic books?
Nerds.
I'm not saying that young ladies don't buy comic books. Okay, they do. There's a whole community, but when you take into account the numbers, okay, the bulk of people that are purchasing comic books are males, generally between 18 to 35 kind of area.
Now it's more 18 to 55.
Yeah, I'm saying just the bulk. I mean,
We're
trust me,
getting
I'm outside of that range. You probably can shift it farther to like 45, 50. Yeah, that's young adult to adult males is the bulk of comic book readers and collectors. So know your audience.
Nerds.
I'm fine with that. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Nerds where?
But like if Booger hung out or Ogre hung out with the nerds, that's what, Anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's going on in that back panel with the gal on the seat and the throne? Oh, I thought it was a mirror.
With Giaris gone and Leonidas gone, this lady was the advisor to the king. She's taken over as Queen Regent. And we'll talk some more here who the guy is standing next to her here in just issue number 5, which we're getting to right now. After being betrayed by their closest confidant, Giaris and Leonidas have to duck and hide around their own people as they try to piece the clues together and discover what has happened to Sparta. Unfortunately for our champions, the hunt for them is intensifying. How long can Giaris and Leonidas stay in the shadows before they're forced to fight against Sparta?
Dude, how cool would that cover look if all her armor was in gold foil?
That would be awesome.
Even the logo, just golden
nice
balls,
and shiny. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so let's get to some talking points here for issue 5. All right. I talked about artwork earlier, how it's kind of making that slight shift. The artwork change is really noticeable in this issue right here. Okay, not bad by any means, but it's very, very noticeable, and I'm going to show you why. Bam. All right. Below, we have panels from issue 1. On the top, we have panels from issue 5.
One of these things is not like the other.
The artwork has made a significant change. And I was looking through the artists that are tagged for these issues. And issue number 1, according to previews and Comic Geeks, the artist is Aurelio Mazzara.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into, he did issue 1. Issue 2 through 5, the artist is tagged as being Carlos Becerra. I don't know if I'm saying that.
Becerra.
But, okay. And then back to issue 6, it changes back to Aurelio. So yeah, I don't know, because issue 2 was the same artwork as issue 1, but it was a different artist. And then 3, 4, and 5 are this new artist, and then 6 is the same art style, but it goes back to the issue 1's original artist. Now, I don't know the story behind all of that, but all I know is you can definitely see a significant change in the artwork. Again, it's not bad. It goes from that gritty 300 look to kind of a manga look.
Yeah, I mean, it's great artwork on both sides, but
Oh yeah.
it affects the fluidity and the tempo and the feel of the story. It's almost like watching a movie. I don't want to say like a George Lucas flick, and then halfway through it, it goes into Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino Grindhouse. You know, with all the grainy. So it just messed with the whole tempo, in my opinion.
Yeah. We also in this issue get a look kind of at Giara's mental state stemming from her childhood. Her father wasn't very nice to her growing up. And once he knew he had another heir, okay, because we're under the assumption up until this point that he only had the female heir. Let's see. Yeah.
She got some daddy issues.
We get a really big surprise, okay, that he actually has a son, and he just so happens to have a son with the Gilf.
That's nasty.
Yeah, so it shows adult scenes with him hooking up with the elder lady, her dad hooking up with this lady too. Yeah, there you go.
It's a wretched tale of time, man. It's happened in the Bible, it happened in Excalibur, and here it is again.
All right. Yeah, so I think that's issue 5. Yeah, now we're on to issue 6.
I like that cover.
Oh, hold on.
Whoa!
Yeah, well,
Hey now.
moving all crazy here. Hold on. See, I've got too many keyboards, too many mice, too many screens. That's what it is. I'm going to blame it on that. All right, so.
This cover right here looks like it needs an Extreme Studios logo somewhere in the back.
Extreme Studios?
That's Liefeld's crew.
Oh.
Keep your mind clean. Come on, get it out of the gutter, buddy.
Okay. Okay, Giaris and Leonidas are condemned to death by the city they love. However, for their trusted advisor turned adversary Aurelia, leaving them to rot at the bottom of the chasm of Kurz is not enough. She will use her unworldly power to make Giaris and Leonidas fight to the death for her amusement. Can Giaris and Leonidas overcome Aurelia's magic in time to save Sparta and themselves? Got a lot to talk about here.
Sparta!
Yeah, okay. The start of this issue kind of takes a hard turn from what we've been seeing, okay? We've been seeing a lot of sword, knife fighting, blood, ripping eyeballs out, all this
Mortal Kombat.
Old school, like Mortal Kombat fighting. And this issue takes a sharp turn into magic.
Example.
Like, Aurelia has powers that she believes comes from Kronos, and she can, like, her and her people could levitate things and talk with their minds and blast purpley pink lasers.
They're mutants.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it kind of goes from hand-to-hand combat fighting to now magic's involved.
Just another weapon in their, another bow in their quiver.
Okay, we've talked about, I know the last review we did, we had a big thing about 2-page splash pages, okay?
Love them!
This is how 2-page splash pages should be done. I'm not trying to flip the book around and spin it around like, a baton or something like that while I'm trying to read my stuff, okay? This is a perfect example of 2-page splash page. That's awesome. There's no words on it. You get what's going on here. When you read the story, you understand this in context. So
last time I saw you, you were an able-bodied male that had full use of all their appendages and phalanges. It's not that difficult to just go.
Okay, it's not the fact that it's difficult or not. It's the fact that that's not something I want to be doing.
You could easily do that with this. What if you read it wrong?
Like,
what if it's supposed to be upside down?
I could possibly climb a mountain theoretically, but it's not something I want to do.
You're a big boy.
Like,
heights are not our friends. Gravity is not our friend. You could not, in theory, climb a mountain.
Hey, back in my younger years, I did rock climbing all the time.
We're not talking young years. We're talking right now. I'm telling you, this easily could go this way, and it's the same effect.
I have a little bit of a negative on this one.
What's that?
I think the ending, although it's good, the ending is good, seemed a little rushed. Okay, we get to this, we see all this fighting and blood and guts and everything, and then we get to about the midway point of the final issue, and it's like magic. And the last like 2-3 pages, all of a sudden it's like, bam, it's over.
Well, yeah, you got a deadline.
Well, I understand that, but it just seemed like it was the entire story takes place over 6.5 and then, or 5.5, and then like the last couple of pages, in my opinion, just seemed a little rushed. They I don't know, maybe could have got away with extending it to issue 7.
But then it wouldn't end on an even number.
Yeah, true. And then maybe it wouldn't have made sense. So they probably got it right. Who am I? I'm just a guy that complains and talks about comics on YouTube. No big deal. But
what issue number is this? I thought this was 5.
This is issue 6.
Holy crap, my TBI. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But that's, like I said, my opinion. It seemed a little rushed, kind of like the last couple of pages. But still.
Can I see those pages, or is this all we got?
We got one more. I'm going to show you the last page.
Okay.
And I can't really say the last couple of pages. It's the interaction between Aurelia and them in this pit seemed like it was a little rushed. Okay, the last couple of pages are them getting married, but it seemed like just that interaction where they ended the bad guy seemed a little fast.
Okay, fair enough.
And then, yeah, the final panel of the series, I remember Dolan talking about it, that at one point in time, he saw the artwork and he said, that's going to be the last page of this. And I know why. It's a really good last page. And that's covered. Those are covered. Okay. That's like a bathing suit. That's not actually her Ghibli's. All right. So we're good. YouTube.
Yeah, that's gold armor pasties. I like it.
Gold armor pasties. That's exactly what that is.
And that's like the perfect synopsis for why we love this series.
And yeah, I really like the comment. Leonidas was like talking to one of the soldiers. He's like, make sure we're not disturbed for the rest of the day. And the soldier was like, the rest of the day? And then he's like, you're right. Make that 3 days.
Nice.
So yeah, that was awesome. But the end for now, again, the Mercverse, I've heard from Dolan that other stuff is going to be going on. He hasn't elaborated. I know nothing inside scoops or anything like that. Just hinted that other stuff is in the works. So that's why it says the end for now.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
So let's go ahead and get to the final thoughts. All right.
Remember, this is just our Siskel and Ebert. There's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. Just like I said, I'm just some random nerd talking about comics on.
And now some kids going, what's a Siskel and what's an Ebert?
Yeah, for real. All right, so I'm gonna give my final thoughts real quick. We have a rating system. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. The Squirrel obviously is giving it between 1 and 10 nuts. The Spoiler is going to give between 1 and 10 luchador masks, and we will let you know kind of our opinion overall the entire series and what we recommend.
This squirrel looks like Negan.
Yeah. To sum it up, the last however long we've been talking, bottom line, this is a book targeted at an adult audience. Okay, it has zero woke to it. I think the classic hero's journey story is told very well, accompanied by very nice artwork. Even though it changed about the halfway part through the series, it still is solid artwork, and that's hard to find nowadays. All right. The quality of the books are on point. Okay. The thicker cardstock, the glossier style paper made the book very durable, and my copies, they came in very good condition and still are in good condition after, like I said, I've read it 4, 5, 6 times, the entire series already. So I actually open the books and read them and stuff like that. So they're still in great condition. We've read through the series. Overall, I'm going to have to give Born of Blood, the entire 6-issue series here, 9 nuts out of 10. I really liked this story. The dogs really liked the story too. And I would recommend getting into the rest of the Mercverse to get a better understanding of the Helmet of Leonidas and kind of the overall inner workings. Okay, I 100% recommend reading this. Okay, if you haven't yet, you're missing out.
In this day and age of wokeness, political correctness, diversity and equality, if you're looking for a strong, sexy female lead, look no further. This book's got everything that we love about comics. It's got action, blood, sex, violence, action, more violence, everything that harkens back to the 90s, man. And I wouldn't say it's macho, more so it's macho infused. It's got testosterone, even though the protagonist is a female. I love the hero's journey. I love 300. My only negative on this, and I've voiced this before to Dolan, was the amount of covers at times could be overwhelming. It could be confusing. You don't know, AB is cool, but then you get A, B, C, 3, D, E, F, G, H, metal, the Kickstarter cover. I got TBI, so it was just a bit much to take. And the artwork, we covered it ad nauseum. It had been one style of art throughout the series, I probably would have gave it a 9 or 9.5. But with that being said, I had to go and give it 8 masks out of 10. It's still a great series. It's still best independent books. It's one of the best comic books that's come out in the past couple of years. I'll put it in the top 10 easily. And they're not paying us to say this either. So buy it, check it out. You won't be disappointed. That guy.
Yeah. So with that being said, always with the thinking, just subscribe to Comic Cult TV already. We've got contests coming up for our 250 subscriber contest.
Challenge.
Contest challenge. There we go. Challenge. That's the term. Challenge. 250 subscriber challenge is coming to you here shortly. We have another July challenge coming to you as well. So go ahead and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right.
Hopefully we can get Dolan on to get his thoughts on our review if he's not too mad at us after this. I mean,
I didn't go easy on them. I didn't.
No.
But
objective.
I was just, like I said, my opinion. But also my opinion, you should get it, all the issues, and read it.
Yes,
story.
wholeheartedly. We love you guys, Dolan. We love you,
Yep.
Dolan, Merck, Sean, Murphy, everybody.
Yep.
Time to
And
go
we've
home.
made it to the end of another review show.
It was fun.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead and let us know how we're doing on these reviews. If you guys want to see something else, something different, whatever, just hit it in the comments. Be like, hey, you guys are doing good at this. Hey, I suggest this, all that good stuff. We read them. We'll take it into account. We'll see what we can do.
Hit that like button.
You guys. Yep. Hit that like button, all that good stuff. And we will see you live
Tuesday.
tomorrow. Yeah, Tuesday.
Hot takes.
Hot Takes Tuesday. We're going to let you guys know what you need to pick up this week for New Comic Book Day.
Yes, sir. Time to go home.
I think it is. Let me find the buttons and all that stuff real quick.
It's time to do some day drinking.
Yeah, what is it? It's Monday?
All
right.
O'clock somewhere.
Yep, it is. Appreciate it, everybody hanging out. Listen to us ramble on about a book we like. And
Love.
as always, later, Comic Cult Nation.
Shaka bra.